Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at one of the best Habu Tanigawa games. It was played in 16th of March 2006 as a playoff game in 43rd Term Ranking League A class. A playoff here means the results of A class league this year was 8 wins, 1 loss for Habu and 8 wins, 1 loss for Tanigawa. So these players tied the scores and both were ranked as first. So they played this playoff in order to decide which is going to be the challenger to the Meijin Toshiyuki Moriuchi. This was a really historic game. Many Shogi fans watched this game. So let's see it. Oh, and as I've mentioned in the previous one, I'm going to link this video series to the other one, Shogi openings videos. So here, as you can see, the opening was White's 1 turn loss bishop exchange, which we've just learned in Shogi opening series. Okay, now here White plays pawn to 7d. Well, this is becoming a pretty new joseki. What it means is, if Black goes for climbing silver, then White will sack this pawn and a bishop fork. Yeah. So it stops Black from going directly to climbing silver. Alright, Black played gold to 5h, 8d, gold 7h, 6d, and 4f. So it seems they're going for double reclining silver. Silver 6c, silver 4g, gold 5b, 6f, king 4b, 3f, silver 5d, and silver 5f. Well, we've learned that double reclining silver in White's 1 turn loss is a bit better position for White, but they're going to it anyway. So king castles, edge pawn, the other edge pawn, and 4d. Okay, knight develops, White's knight develops too. So this is a position we've learned in Bishop Exchange video number 4. Yeah, it's almost near to the identical formation position, but there's a little difference. Pawn is on 2e and this pawn is on 8d, which is why this position is thought to be a little bit better for White, because the knight can leap over to 8e, attacking silver. So it's interesting that Habu challenged this joseki. But anyway, as I've said in other video, a joseki is nothing but a joseki. It's not perfect. So I guess this position is still difficult. Let's see how Habu can challenge this joseki. Okay, so Habu starts attacking with pawn to 4e and pawn takes and pawn to 3e. Yeah, this is what we learned in Kimura joseki video, and it's a similar. And in White's 1 turn loss bishop exchange, White has an option of saving this pawn to 4f actually. Because if Black goes for the knight's head and take this pawn and drop it to 7d, yeah, White can run to 8e, attack the silver. Well, then Black will ignore that and promote this pawn. White will gain material, but yeah, it's a pretty difficult position. So that was one option, but in this case, he didn't play pawn to 4e. Pawn to 4f, and it was silver to 4d, just as in Kimura joseki. Alright, so pawn to 2d, pawn takes, rook takes it, pawn 2c, and rook retreats, and then knight to 8e, attacking silver. Okay, silver runs to 8f, but then White drops his bishop to 7c, which was a square for the knight just before. Okay, so it's attacking along this diagonal, so Habu moved the rook to 2g, and White opened the bishop's diagonal, attacking, and Black took it. But then here's a powerful move. Tanigawa played silver to 5e upward. Yeah, he's gonna make it into a full-scale battle. So Black didn't take it. Gold to 6h from the right, but rook to 6b. Yeah, White's offense is now teamed up. Okay, pawn takes 3d. Oh, well, if a pawn drop, maybe knight can run to here. If he takes out this silver, the defender, maybe Black will calmly take it back. Because if White takes the knight, Black can take out this knight and drop it here, and it's pretty good for Black. So anyway, White didn't drop the pawn to 3f. He just made a silver trade on 5f. Black recaptures, and he dropped it to 3f. Yeah, he dropped the silver. So Rook has to run, and before he takes the knight, he took the pawn on 6c, Okay, here bishop drop to AC was one option. It's pretty good, but Habu made an interesting pawn drop to 6f. Yeah, white cannot take it because this bishop skewer. So actually, this pawn can stop the rook, kick him back to 6b. Alright, then king castle here to 8h. Pretty cool move. Okay, white makes a pawn sack on the edge. Yeah, also cool. Black has to take it. And then finally, he takes the knight on 3g, but on promote in order to promote it here later. So bishop drop to 8c, 0 promotes to 2f. Bishop promotes to 7d, attacking the bishop. Okay, bishop runs to 4f. Well, he didn't promote the bishop. He thought 4f is a better square. Okay, rook runs to 6g now, but knight drop to 6d. Okay, threatening a powerful fork. So, silver drop to 6e. Silver on knight's head. A proverb. Okay, then, obviously, now black is trying to take out this pawn and take out this knight. So, what white does here is pawn drop to 9h. Black has to take it. So, actually, the knight on 8 is saved. You're going to see what I mean later. Okay, so, anyway, now white made a decision and takes a lance now. Because the rook is now gone. So, yeah, horse to 8d, but he's not gonna lose the knight for free. He can drop a pawn to 9g, and it will be a lance knight trade. But here, yeah, it's amazing. Black ignored it, and he just went ahead taking the rook on 6b. Well, so white will take the lance by checking. So material balance is very good for white in this position. He has gained knight, lance, and lance. Okay, king takes it, and lance drop. King has to run, and then he recaptures a horse. Okay, but here as you can see, there's a rook forked on 8a. King runs, and black can take out the knight, and he's gonna also take this lance in the next move. If he drops a bishop here, yeah, he runs. Now after the lance promotes, he'll try to attack them with the dragon, I guess. So he didn't drop the bishop to 9i. Instead, he dropped it to 6c, attacking the dragon. Dragon runs to 7e, but lance drop to 7b, still attacking dragon. Dragon ran again to 8d. Yeah, and look at this. These attackers are attacking these squares are pretty powerful. But the thing is, with this dragon move, the knight is pinned. However, Tanigawa made a decision. He just went ahead with knight takes 7f. Forking. So black takes it, lance takes it, and then instead of blocking it with pawn to 7g, he took the silver on 4d. So lance takes the gold, king recaptures, and silver to 4c. Okay, dragon has to run to 8d. Okay, here, if white drops a gold here, this dragon will be killed. I see. You can't move either of these. You notice this horse and this bishop. So maybe pawn drop and the dragon is gonna be out of the board. But white didn't drop a gold. He saved that one on in hand and moved the gold to 7c, attacking the dragon. Okay, dragon ran to 8b. Alright, and then white goes ahead. Gold to 7b, attacking the dragon again. And if dragon runs to 8d, it could be a repetition. But Habu didn't do that. He moved the dragon to 8a. Okay, but horse to 8b, attacking dragon. Well, of course, the dragon cannot run here. Anyway, it's gonna be captured. So he takes the horse, of course. Well, because he has this bishop fork on 5e, right? King and gold fork. Okay, so pawn to 2c, 3c, sorry. But before taking the gold on 8b, he moved the rook to 7g. Yeah, that's very interesting. Well, I'm not sure, but if black takes the gold, I think black was uncomfortable with this gold drop in 7f. Maybe. So he moved the rook, but lance promotes here, threatening a rook drop anytime here. Okay, then black took the pawn on 3c. Well, this will give a pawn to white's hand, so it's a pretty difficult decision. Knight recaptures, and then pawn to 4d, he goes ahead, silver runs, And another pawn drop to 3e. Well, if he takes it, maybe pawn drop into 3d. So white didn't take it actually. He ignored it. Yeah, very exciting. In the endgame, gain more speed than material. Right, so here white moved the bishop to 5d. Yeah, this is interesting. Now he can drop the pawn to 7f anytime. Oh, and if black simply promotes this rook, here's a very good counterattack of rook to 7b, forking the dragon and the king. So you have to take it, and the gold can run from the bishop attack. So actually black can't promote the rook here. So black drops the silver to 6e. But this is what white wants. He wants to increase the number of his pieces in hand. So he wants that silver. Alright, so now at this position, white takes a pawn to 3. Very interesting timing. Good manipulation. Okay, black takes a bishop here. But before he recaptures that, here's a very, very good in-between move. It's pawn drop to 7f. Unbelievable. Well, black will take it. And then he recaptures the silver in 5d. And it's still attacking the bishop. Yeah, it's great. So there's nothing black can do but to take the gold here finally. But then here you're going to see the reason of that pawn sack on 7f. White plays silver drop to 5i. And look at this. This is a threat mate because of this rook on 7f. It's forming a wall here. So this is a simple threat mate from rook drop. Yeah, it's over. And if the rook was here, there's an escaping route for the king, right? Okay, so anyway, from here, black promotes the rook to 7b. Yeah, so black seems to be fine now. There's an escaping route for him. However, here comes a very, very, very cool attack by white, Tanigawa. Can you find it? Yeah, it's this one. Gold drop to 7f. Incredible sacrifice. Well, if black takes it, yeah, it's a simple checkmate. So actually, black can't take the gold, but this gold move itself is a very, very strong threat mate, right? Starting from, of course, rook drop to 8h. So it seems black is in trouble. And at this position, Habu had 5 minutes left of his thinking time, and he used a part of them. And then he made a decision. He went for white's king, and it was bishop drop to 3a. Yeah, he decided he's gonna mate white's king. And I guess this position was around midnight that day. So I guess these two players were so tired here already, and we were watching this on the internet, all excited. Is it a mate or is it not a mate? No one can tell. And of course, if this is a mate, it's a win for Habu, and if it's not, that means black can give many pieces to white. So black's king will be hopeless, and it means Tanigawa wins. So mate or no mate. So white king takes it, and the meaning of that bishop sack is this one. Horse to 60, a powerful check. And yeah, of course, the king will run, otherwise it's a simple mate. But here then, black can sack his dragon, taking the gold. Because if he takes it, it's a simple checkmate with this horse sack and a golden head. So after the dragon check, the king has to run to 1c. Okay, now the king is pretty dangerous, but yeah, he has an escaping route here, and these squares are protected. So it's still difficult, but however, here's a very good move for black. I would play knight drop to 2e, closing that square. So if he takes it with either the pieces, yeah, it's a simple checkmate with this move. And yeah, gold sack, dragon check, and a gold drop. So white can't take it actually. So king runs to 2d. So dragon check to 3c, king runs. And here he takes out that silver with the dragon. Okay, king takes it and knight check. Okay, well, it seems it's a checkmate. This horse's diagonal is very powerful, and black has a lot of pieces in his hand, but we can't tell whether it's a mate or not yet. King runs. Okay, go to 3e. King takes a knight. Wow, he came all the way to here, entering black's camp. Okay, lance check now. King ran. Pawn sack on 3i. Has to take it. Then silver dropped to 2h. King runs. Gold drop. King runs. Is it a mate or not? And here silver goes back to 1i based on this horse's diagonal. So king runs at 1g. And silver sack to 1h. Yep, white can't take it. So white runs. And we're almost there. Habu dropped a pawn. Well, but the thing is, whether the promoted silver takes it or the king runs as what Tanigawa did actually, it wasn't a mate. So looking at this position, Habu finally resigned. It was a very exciting game, so Tanigawa became the challenger to Meijin Moriuchi. Whew. So, well, the interesting part is instead of this pawn drop on 1g, black could try this knight drop too. And this drop is pretty interesting because after the king runs, black can make this horse check, and if white carelessly drops a knight to block it, which seems natural because blocking with a less valuable piece, but if white does that, he's trapped. It's a mate because horse takes it and drop it to here, and a pawn drop, and it's checkmate. So this trap was pretty interesting, but Habu didn't do that. Well, because Tanigawa won't be trapped by something like that. He'll block it with the bishop or a rook. So, yeah, Habu lost this game. It wasn't a mate. However, if we go back all the way, actually there was a win move for Habu. Yeah, this position. After this great gold drop in the 7f. Actually, there was this great winning move of gold to 5h. Well, this move is great because it's a threat mate removing threat mate. So as you can see, it removes a threat mate, starting from rook drop to a8. So it's a threat mate removing move. But at the same time, look at this. Now the gold covers this square, to which in those long mating moves from Habu, I mean, it wasn't a mate in the end, but that move sequence, you remember? The king finally ran to here, right? But this gold already covers that square. So actually the king can't run to this way this time. So it means it's a threat mate. So it's a great threat mate removing threat mate. So here, the only thing white can do is he can go ahead, dropping the rook to 8h, king runs, and then silver promotes to 4h, which becomes a new defender of his king. So this move may now remove the threat mate on white's king again, giving it an escaping route in this way. However, here black can take this and rook recaptures, and black's king is now almost in a brink mate, but black has now gained a silver in his hand, so this time black can immediately sack this dragon, and actually white can't take it because you see you can drop a silver, so he has enough pieces to mate this king. So he can't take the dragon and has to move to 1c, but knight drop, and yeah, he can't take it. But as you can see, this time it can go away. The dragon is too powerful in this area. However, this time black can sack the dragon to 2c. White has to take it, and then this is great. A gold sack and a bishop drop. King runs, and here's another cool one. Gold sack, bring the king back to 2c, and then you can drop the silver to here. Otherwise, king can run to 2e. So king runs, silver unpromote. King runs. Okay, pawn drop Silver takes it, thus blocking the king's escaping route, and then another silver on promotion. Okay, the king runs to here, but knight drop. King runs, silver on promotion, and again, king runs, and finally, the fatal sacrifice of the knight, and checkmate. Great. So if Habu could find that gold move to 5h, it was a win for Habu, and he would have challenged Moriuchi, and the history would have been in the other way. Okay, so it was a great game. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.